people, welcome back to another Fwoosh Quickie. As always, I'm Robo, and today was Toy Fair. It's the most wonderful time, and I am absolutely exhausted, and I didn't even do shit all day. All I did was sit at the computer and wait for pictures to come my way, check information, run all over socials, see who's saying what's going on here, what's going on over there, and yeah, and this is getting recorded way late. Yesterday I thought, well, I'll post some news, I'll record some video, I'll go back, post some news, jump back in, record some more video. So many companies putting stuff out, but tonight we're just going to talk about Hasbro. And that would be Marvel Legends and Black Series. Now there wasn't a whole lot of new stuff for Star Wars Black Series, so I'm going to talk about that first. We got final confirmation on the 40th anniversary line. This is where a lot of the older Black Series figures are being repackaged onto vintage type cards. They look so nifty, they look so beautiful, so nostalgic, but I don't know. I have all these figures, and to do reviews on just the packaging, I can't do it. But I will get the new figures, or the figures that have changed. Now for Wave 1, we have Han, we have R2, we have Leia, we have Obi-Wan, and we have Luke Skywalker, Tatooine Farm Boy. Most of these are reissues, but this is nice for people jumping into the game late, because Han and R2 on the secondary market are kind of expensive. They're up over the $100 mark. So this is good for them. People that just want the figures, they can just tear the card open because they're 20 bucks. So that is very, very cool. Also with Leia, they say it's an updated head. I don't know if it's a new sculpt or new paint job or what's going on there, but I'm told, and from pictures you can kind of tell that it does look better than the first release. Now this first wave is already available on Hasbro Toy Shop. You can order all 5 of them, and they're available now. I don't know when they're shipping because I broke down and ordered Leia. I couldn't help it. I have to see for myself if it looks a little bit better than the first release. Even though I only got that, what, a month ago? 2 months ago? Yeah, already replacing her. Or I'll keep it on the card. I don't know. I'm interested in seeing just how big the card is, see if Leia is actually better. So who knows if I'll even open it. But if I don't open it, it'll be a nice little one-off. Now for Wave 2, this is where it gets interesting. This is where we get some new characters. Tuscan Raider is in Wave 2. Now we saw that at San Diego last year. I don't know if he was shunted from the regular line to the 40th anniversary line or what happened there. I'm just happy to get him. Now they're saying Wave 2 is due out in June, and it consists of Tuscan Raider, reissue of Chewbacca, C-3PO, and the Stormtrooper, which may be the reason why we didn't see Stormtrooper reissue with Rogue One. They were holding him off for the 40th anniversary. And as far as new characters are concerned, it's Death Squad Commander, and it's a Jawa. Now for the Jawa, we kind of figured it would be soft goods, but it's not. It's a sculpted figure all over, the cloak, everything. The face looks kind of weird, kind of like Play-Doh, but it looks like a Jawa, so I'm good with this. Now for the Death Squad Commander, it's not gray like the vintage release. It looks more like a Death Star Trooper, but they probably wanted to keep the card in line with the original 12 release. So I'm good with this, whatever. As long as I get a new figure, it does look cool. The helmet is removable. In these pictures, it's kind of pushed back a bit. It'll look better once we get it in hand and we can move it all around. And then finally, the Darth Vader we saw at last year's New York Comic Con. Now he comes on the vintage card, but he also comes in a bigger box that has kind of a reproduction of the early bird set from back in the day. It'll have the stands, it'll have the backdrop. Now looking at this picture, when I first saw it, I thought, holy shit, Darth Vader is huge. Look at him next to Luke and then Leia. But then when you look at this picture beside the Stormtrooper, beside Obi-Wan, doesn't look near as bad, doesn't look near as huge. Now for exclusives, we already know about the vintage carded Luke Skywalker and X-Wing gear that we'll see at the Star Wars Celebration here in 2 months. I think it's April. Entertainment Earth will be getting an R5-D4, and Target will be getting an AT-ACT driver, which is essentially a Scarif Stormtrooper in tank driver colors. It's nifty, it's neat. I love the Scarif Stormtrooper design and the tank driver design, so mush them all together, I'm good with that. So not a lot of actual new character reveals, but a lot of information. There's a lot of stuff coming. Now for Marvel Legends, this is where the meat and potatoes hit. This is the main course. I would have liked to see more Star Wars figures, but seeing this much Marvel, yeah, that's very cool, especially movie Marvel stuff. So for Spider-Man Homecoming, we already knew about the prototype Spider-Man, we already knew about the regular Spider-Man, we saw the Vulture, his Build-A-Figure wings that have all kinds of movement in them and stuff. But they revealed the rest of the wave today. And that would be a modern Moon Knight, very awesome looking. I'm not as familiar with this character because I don't read a lot of modern comics, but it does look badass. Now during Marvel's Facebook Live walkthrough of the Hasbro booth, Dwight did show that he comes with little moonerangs that fit into the knuckles, and he joked about those being gone. That's no joke. They're gonna be gone. I can't keep anything like that safe in my house. We get Cosmic Spider-Man. It comes with the regular head. It comes with bearded Peter. This is just a nice design. A classic Tombstone. This is the way I remember him. It looks very badass. And then of course, classic Beetle. Finally. How many Beetles did we have to go through to get to this Beetle? But I'm sure he's not going to come with the hand thing that I still remember how to do it. Also for Spider-Man Homecoming, we already knew about the Iron Man and Spider-Man 2-pack. The Spider-Man comes with the Tom Holland head. It actually looks pretty good. I like that. And we also talked about Iron Man being in kind of the ultimate colors. It's the movie armor, but it has the gray, like the Ultimate Iron Man from the comics. This is supposedly actually an Iron Man armor in Spider-Man, so he gets another new armor in the movie. They just can't leave well enough alone. And then there's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Wave 2. More movie figures, more for Robo to buy. That's what it comes down to, because I love Guardians of the Galaxy and I love movie figures. So this works out perfect for me. I know it's not for everybody. I know some of you were hoping for more comic looks, but this works out for the movie collectors. Y'all had your time, and there's probably more comic stuff coming. Calm down. Calm down. Now in Wave 2 we get another Star-Lord. It is an updated head. He's got sideburns. He has a kind of a goatee going on. He's got a smirk going on. He's got the long coat with the new shirt underneath, and then he's got a scarf on. We get Ex Nihilo, or Ex Nihilo. I don't know. I can barely read the word, much less say it out loud. I have no use for this figure. You know what? People like it. I'm good with that. As long as someone out there is happy, I'm happy. Whatever. We get Death's Head 2. Interesting design. I always liked this character when he showed up. It's just overpowering, and he looks badass. And then comic Adam Warlock. Now I'm not quite sure what the purple head is with the kind of evil grin. Is that the Magus? It's been a long time since I've read a comic. I'm not sure, but it does come with another head that looks like the Adam Warlock I've seen in Google searches. Not the comics. It's been a long time. And then for more movie characters, we get an updated Gamora. The one from the first wave wasn't that great, kind of ugly. This one looks a lot better. We get movie Nebula. This is the one I felt was missing from the first movie. She definitely should have got a figure, but this totally makes up for it. She looks great. We get a Rocket with a baby Ravager Groot. Rocket, they made sure to point out that he's got articulation in the legs this time around. So, yeah, he'll be a good get. So yeah, I'm going to like this Rocket a lot more. What am I going to do with my old figures, though? I'm going to have 2 sets? If they keep updating shit and making it look better, I've got to get the new stuff. That's just the facts of life. So yeah, I guess the boy gets a team of Guardians of the Galaxy for his room. And then finally, the Build-A-Figure is Mantis. And I've been reading it all day. I know. The bigger figure should be the Build-A-Figure. That's just how it comes down to. But if we're getting the figure anyway, it doesn't matter which way we're getting them all, right? I mean, whether it's Mantis or Ex Nihilo or Ex Nihilo, whatever, or Death's Head 2, it doesn't matter who's broken up. If you're getting the wave, you're gonna have to put them together and you end up with the same figures. So, I don't know, it's just something I can't get my brain across. It probably makes sense to somebody else. But yeah, it's just weird. Now during the panel, they did say a Thor wave would be coming later in the year, and the only figure they teased was Jane Foster Thor, which everybody has been asking for. It's a cool design. I'm looking forward to seeing what that looks like. They said that Toys R Us was getting a couple of 2-pack exclusives. It's Mary Jane and Spider-Man. We saw that at San Diego last year. We don't know which Spider-Man she'll be coming with. But then we also saw Dark Phoenix last year, and we didn't know when she would come, but she's coming in a 2-pack too. Toys R Us with Cyclops. I don't know which Cyclops, I haven't gotten that word yet, but I have to assume it's Condom Head Cyclops, right? I mean, what other Cyclops would go with Dark Phoenix? Now I'm flipping it over here because I don't have a piece of paper with these names written on it. I'm never going to be able to remember off the top of my head, and my laptop is right there. So, Toys R Us is also getting an A-Force box set, which they only showed a graphic, and Hagope sent me this list. And that would be Pulse, which is Monica Rambeau, Sif, Lady Loki, She-Hulk with a new head, Singularity, and Elsa Bloodstone. Now, I looked up A-Force because, like I said, once again, I haven't read modern comics in a while, and there's a hell of a lot of members for A-Force. Now, Walmart is getting an Ultimate Vulture versus Spider-Man set. It's a comic book set. Vulture apparently has 2 heads. Target will be getting a Thor 2-pack to be revealed, and a Marvel versus Capcom pack. They say that's a 2-pack. I have to see what's in that. Walgreens, of course, is getting the Invisible Woman. They're also getting the Human Torch. Like it's been said, they're probably going to have 2 Fantastic Four characters a year, which makes Mr. Fantastic in the thing next year, or whoever else they want to throw in there. The only new announcement was Human Torch. So yeah, hopefully you'll see that soon. I haven't even found Invisible Woman yet, and I'm already hyped to find the next figure. That's the way Toy Fair goes. All the new figures we're just getting or about to get, it's like, that's old shit. Let's get to the new stuff. And then for the Netflix wave, we saw Jessica Jones and Punisher last year. Today they showed Netflix Daredevil in the red and black costume and Elektra. And then finally, a lot of people aren't reporting this. This is the list I got though. But there's going to be Deadpool Legends. No information whatsoever. I haven't seen any kind of picture. That's all it said. Deadpool Legends. I'm sure as soon as I post this, the official promo pictures will be out. But I'll have them posted on the Fwoosh front page for anybody who wants to look there. And if you want to see any of these pictures up close, have them bigger on your screen. Again, Fwoosh front page. You can go to the links in the description. So if you like this news quickie, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on Fwoosh.